So management decides that applications for key business operations will now be on the web or in the cloud. That will allow company personnel to use the application on a pad device while walking around the plant or warehouse, on a phone when out of the office, on a laptop from home, and of course from the computer on their desk. And it's your job to make it all happen. If you have ever looked at web development with trepidation, especially when building the types of interactive business applications that users expect, you may have wished that there was a better way. With Angular, your wish is granted. Angular can help you love web development. AngularJS is a client-side JavaScript framework for building interactive applications for the web. Angular brings simple and clean back to the development of complex web applications. Angular was originally developed by Google and is now open source. You can download it at the web address shown here. If you already have an ASP.NET or other web application, Angular plays well with others, so you can use Angular to augment your current web applications. So let's answer the question, why Angular? Here are the top reasons why Angular should be the tool of choice for building line-of-business applications on the web. Angular helps make your HTML expressive. As developers, we often spend much more time reading code than writing it. So making the code more clean and readable improves our overall productivity. Angular extends HTML, giving it simple logic like if statements and repeat loops. This makes the HTML expressive and easier to read, and leads to less errors and easier maintenance over time. Angular is modular. Angular guides developers into a modular approach to building web applications. Even complex business applications can be divided into manageable units, so that no matter how large the application gets over time, the code stays clean, controllable, and testable. Angular provides rule-based navigation. Business applications often include rich navigation for moving between the pages of the application. With Angular, you simply configure the rules, and Angular handles navigating to the correct page and loading the associated code logic, all without server-side postbacks. Angular has powerful data binding. You define a model with your data fields, and any HTML element can be bound to that model. And that binding is two-way, meaning as the user changes the data in the UI, the data fields are updated automatically. No more writing code to populate the controls in a form, and no more code required to read updated data from those controls. It's all automatic with Angular binding. Angular is testable. Angular was designed from the ground up to be testable, and with its focus on separation of concerns, the logic is separate from the user interface, making it easier to test that logic. And Angular is popular. Popularity in and of itself is not a reason to use a framework, but there are many side effects to Angular's popularity. For example, it's easy to find help. With so many developers now using Angular, there are lots of resources available to you. There are blog posts and training videos on Angular, including several Pluralsight courses. There are many independent consultants with Angular experience, like me, that can help with your application. There is an active Stack Overflow forum to help with issues that you may run into. These are all great reasons to use Angular, but what is unique about building line-of-business applications? We'll see that next.